Add another residential block here. So yeah, it's good to have, you know, a little space between your blocks, you know, so you can add parks and stuff to increase the land value. And have them in 3x3s like that. That way they can become large buildings like this that hold a higher population. So that is a humongous building. These are pretty good, but these are 2x2s. And this is a 2x2 commercial here. Which maybe eventually, these say, if you have a 2x2, the bad thing is you also have a lot of light commercial. A lot of ones. You see by these smaller buildings. And likewise, this is a 2x2, so you have a lot of ones here. Which eventually, in time, they may combine to form 3x3s. I think they might have been 3x3s before the hurricane, but some of them may have been. And they just hadn't changed back yet. So let's check on water here. Water's still good. Go ahead and add a connection there. Alright, y'all. So more waiting. Alright everybody, so we have $789 now, and I probably am going to go ahead and build another little power plant, because I figure every year we'll be building one, because we won't have any money. So, but eventually, you know, you see our income each year is gradually increasing as our population increases, you know, more taxes and all that. And so we'll gradually get up enough to, you know, so to where it'll take fewer years to save up for a coal power plant. And then eventually we won't even need a coal power plant. We'll be able to get something even better. Go ahead and industrialize this little section here. I hope I'm not building too many industrial though, because my industrial population, I don't really think it's higher than my residential, but it and commercial put together add up to be more than my residential population, which is not something you really typically want. But we have some of our residential coming up. See, like, oh wow, this one's coming up, this one's coming up, this one's coming up, this one, and this one. And I think this is just a 2x2 here. But wow, we have like 5 residential, and this is a commercial. I think here it's going to be pretty nice when it's done. And this became, what did this become? Isn't this like a theater or something? Theater Square. Awesome. Yeah, that is really cool. I like those large commercial buildings. They are awesome looking. And what is this? I don't think we've looked at this. Office Park. Crime is low. That's good. And what about this? What's this? A drive-in theater. It's a shame we don't have many of those anymore, if at all. You know, the good old days, I guess. Way before my time. Alright, so let's see how our beautiful city grows in 1921. Let's see if our population increases a lot with those new constructions occurring. Alright, 19,000 inhabitants. We are getting up there now. And let's see. It may be a good time to go ahead and consider adding another fire department. Well, I'll just wait till they demand it, which I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it won't be long till they demand it. Let's add some more residentials though, because residential population isn't as good as it should be. You know, it should add up to be as much as industrial and commercial put together, which last time I looked it was not. So let's add some more of these bad mamas here. And how far are we from the police station? Getting pretty far. Probably don't need to expand too far out that way. And I have a feeling once all these develop, they're going to be telling us we need another power plant. That's my expectation. That's the bad thing about the hydroelectric. You just have to, if you try to do your city on them, unless you just plop down 100 of them all at once, they're going to be constantly telling you, you need more power, you know, start having blackouts and stuff. Alright, so let's see if we have enough money to get roads around these. Hopefully we shall. Wonder if we can reach 20,000 by the end of this year, y'all. That would be awesome if we could. 20,000 people. I think we might just pull it off. Alrighty, let's just see how it... I don't know, I'm going to add some parks first. I'm going to go ahead and spend all my money this year. I'm going to go out on a limb. Probably a dangerous limb, but we'll see. Alright, everybody. And I had one right here. Now I'm broke. Alright, everybody, let's see how it goes. Alright everybody, so I see we reached 20,000 people, and of course as you also see by observing, we need a power plant. So let's go ahead and build another one of them rinky-dinky hydroelectric. And as you can see, I mean, I built 4 of them, which should be half of a coal, but you see I got a lot more out of my coal power plant than I'm getting out of these hydroelectric ones. But let's go ahead and put it down anyway, but you know, we are broke, so this is better than nothing. And why not go ahead and add some industrial here while we're at it. Of course, these up here haven't done too much actually, but oh yeah, and now you also say fire protection demanded, so that's always awesome when that happens. But either way, let's go ahead and put her some, and let's also put some light residential here. Don't want to put any dents because they probably won't develop being on the edge of the map, but let's put us some light. And then eventually I'll probably add a connection. And I don't figure... one thing to note, your zones will not develop unless they're three tiles away from a road. They have to be no more than 3 tiles away, otherwise they won't develop. So that is one thing for you to note there. Alright, so now we have to wait to build a fire station, or else they're going to keep driving us nuts because they're demanding it. They're going to drive us nuts until we build one, so to wait till we get the money for that. Yeah, at 20,000, they demand they demand a second fire station, and at 25,000, I think they demand a second hospital, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and see. We hadn't talked to dude in a while. Let's see what he's got to say. Yeah, he's gonna say raise taxes. Well, we're almost getting 900 a year now. Of course, when I build a fire station, we'll be getting 800 a year, so it always is a setback. Unless I lower the percentage. So he has no advice regarding ordinances. I wonder what the bond payment percent is. He has no advice, so it probably isn't a very good percent. 5%. So that means I'd be paying $500 a year. Until I racked up $10,000 to just pay it off immediately. Police. I'm proud to report that crime is at an all-time low. Well, y'all, that is really impressive considering we have 20,000 people. To have crime at an all-time low, that's great. City needs more firemen, no surprise. And you're probably going to say the same thing about health. We could use more hospitals. You're probably going to say I need another school too, ain't you? We need more funding for colleges. Oh, well, he can't afford a college right now. And what about roads? Usually he doesn't have too much advice on transit. Sometimes he will tell you to get rid of some of the roads and stuff. And unless you just have a road going all around every building like Chicago does in the Chicago scenario, you don't need to delete any roads. I mean, like we have here, you don't want the road going all the way around each each 9 tiles, but you do want road going around half of it, like I have. Alright, come on, January. And can y'all believe this? I just built that hydroelectric power plant, and look, that was so lame that I still got people needing power. I mean, look at this. And I've already, 6 more hydroelectric. You think, well, I got 17,000 out of this one coal power plant. So you think with 10 hydroelectric, which I have 4 right now, so with 10 hydroelectric, I should be up to 34,000 people. But that won't be the case, I guarantee you. Because, almost every little block you add, you have to add a daggum hydroelectric. So I'm going to add one of these, and then I won't be able to build my fire station after I do this. So that's really pathetic. Well, let's go ahead and add this. Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, it gets really annoying trying to power a whole city with hydroelectric, because you have to build so daggum many of them. But let's go ahead and add more residential, I suppose. Actually, why don't we add a commercial here? Oh, and look at this, y'all. This is the best building of all. This is a My Sim building, and I'll show y'all that in just a minute.